We've all been there. You're trying to watch a funny cat video, it just keeps buffering. Ugh, slow Wi-Fi is the worst. But don't worry, there are things you can do to fix it. In this guide, we'll walk through some easy steps to speed up your internet. We'll keep it simple and fun, I promise. By the end, you'll be a Wi-Fi wizard. Before we start tweaking things, let's make sure your Wi-Fi is actually the problem. Maybe it's just the website you're on, or your internet plan is too slow. Head over to a website called speedtest.net. Click the Go button. This will test how fast your internet is. If the speed is much lower than what you pay for, we need to investigate further. Sometimes the easiest fix is the best, like turning it off and on again. Find your router. It's that box with the antennas. Unplug it for 30 seconds, then plug it back in. This is called rebooting. It gives your router a fresh start. You wouldn't believe how often this solves the problem. Think of drivers like instructions for your computer. They tell it how to use the Wi-Fi. Sometimes these drivers get old. They need an update. On Windows, search for Device Manager. Click on Network Adapters. Find your Wi-Fi adapter. Right-click and select Update Driver. On a Mac, go to System Preferences. Software Update, easy peasy. Section 5. Secret Settings for Supercharged Wi-Fi. In this section, we will explore some hidden settings in your router that can significantly boost your Wi-Fi performance. These tweaks are simple yet effective, and you don't need to be a tech expert to implement them. Your router has a bunch of settings. These settings control how your Wi-Fi network operates, and while most of them are fine on default, there are a few that you can tweak to get better performance. Most are fine on default, but we can tweak a couple for better performance. First, the channel. The Wi-Fi channel is like a lane on a highway. If you and your neighbors are all using the same channel, it can get congested, slowing down your connection. Think of it like choosing a lane on a highway. Just as you would switch lanes to avoid traffic, you can switch Wi-Fi channels to avoid interference from other networks. If there's a lot of traffic on one channel, your connection slows down. This is especially common in densely populated areas where many Wi-Fi networks overlap. By changing the channel, you can often find a less crowded lane, leading to faster speeds. Log into your router's settings and try a different channel. Most routers have an automatic setting that chooses the best channel for you, but sometimes manually selecting a channel can yield better results. Experiment with different channels to see which one works best for your environment. You can also try switching to the 5 GHz band if your devices support it. The 5 GHz band is less crowded and offers faster speeds, but it has a shorter range compared to the 2.4 GHz band. If you're close to your router, the 5 GHz band can provide a significant speed boost. It's like having a faster lane all to yourself. By making these simple adjustments, you can optimize your Wi-Fi network for better performance, ensuring a smoother and faster internet experience. So, take a few minutes to explore your router's settings and make these changes. Your internet speed will thank you. Section 6. Location, location, location. Finding the perfect spot for your router. Believe it or not, where you put your router matters a lot. Think of the Wi-Fi signal like ripples in a pond. Walls and furniture can block those ripples. Try to place your router in a central location, high up and away from obstacles. Keep it away from other electronics too, as they can cause interference. Section 7. Bandwidth hogs beware. Identifying and taming data-hungry apps. In today's digital age, our reliance on the internet has grown exponentially. From streaming movies and music to video conferencing and online gaming, the demand for bandwidth is higher than ever. Ever notice your internet slowing to a crawl when someone's downloading a huge game? It's a common scenario in many households and offices. You might be in the middle of an important video call or trying to stream your favorite show, only to find that everything is buffering endlessly. Some apps are bandwidth hogs. These applications consume a significant portion of your internet bandwidth, leaving little for other tasks. This can be particularly frustrating when you're trying to multitask or share the connection with multiple devices. They eat up all the internet speed. Running a speed test can often reveal just how much of your bandwidth is being consumed. You might be paying for a high-speed connection, but if a few apps are hogging the bandwidth, it can feel like you're on a dial-up connection. On your computer, you can usually see which apps are using the most internet. This is crucial information because it allows you to identify the culprits behind your slow internet speeds. On Windows, open Task Manager. This tool provides a detailed breakdown of all the applications and processes running on your computer, along with their network usage. On a Mac, it's called Activity Monitor. Similar to Task Manager on Windows, Activity Monitor gives you insights into which apps are consuming the most bandwidth. If you find an app using a ton of bandwidth, try pausing or closing it while you need the speed for something else. This simple action can free up a significant amount of bandwidth, ensuring that your important tasks aren't interrupted. Additionally, consider adjusting the settings on your Wi-Fi router. Many modern routers come with quality of service QoS settings that allow you to prioritize certain types of traffic. For example, you can prioritize video calls over file downloads, ensuring that your meetings run smoothly even if someone else is downloading a large file. You can also use smartphone apps to monitor and control your network. These apps can provide real-time data on which devices and applications are using the most bandwidth, allowing you to take action if necessary. Setting up a guest network can also help manage bandwidth usage. By isolating guest devices on a separate network, you can ensure that your primary devices have the bandwidth they need. Remember, it's not just large downloads that can consume bandwidth. Streaming videos, online gaming, and even having multiple browser tabs open can all add up. Being mindful of your internet usage and taking steps to manage it can make a big difference in your overall experience. By identifying and taming data-hungry apps, you can ensure a smoother, faster internet experience for everyone in your household or office. So take control of your bandwidth today and enjoy the benefits of a well-managed network. Section 8. Fine-tuning your computer for optimal Wi-Fi. In this section, we will explore various ways to ensure your computer is set up to make the most of your Wi-Fi connection. Sometimes, the issue isn't with your router or your internet service provider, but rather with your computer's settings and how it handles the Wi-Fi connection. Sometimes the problem isn't the router, it's your computer. You might find that your internet is slow or unreliable, and this can be incredibly frustrating, especially when you're trying to get work done or stream your favorite shows. But don't worry, there are several adjustments you can make to improve your computer's Wi-Fi performance. There are a few tweaks we can make to optimize your connection. First up, DNS settings. DNS, or domain name system, is like the phone book of the internet. It translates domain names into IP addresses so your computer can load websites. If your DNS settings are not optimized, it can slow down your browsing experience. These help your computer find websites quickly. By using a faster DNS server, you can reduce the time it takes for your computer to locate and load websites. This can make a noticeable difference in your browsing speed. You can try using a faster DNS server like Google DNS, 8.8.8.8 and 8.8.4.4. To change your DNS settings, go to your network settings, find the DNS section, and enter these addresses. This simple change can significantly speed up your internet connection. Also, close any programs running in the background that you don't need. Background applications can consume a lot of bandwidth without you even realizing it. By closing unnecessary programs, you free up more bandwidth for the tasks that matter most to you. They could be quietly using up your precious bandwidth. Running a bandwidth speed test can help you identify if background applications are affecting your internet speed. If you notice a significant improvement after closing these programs, you'll know they were part of the problem. Additionally, consider disabling automatic updates for software and apps, as these can also consume bandwidth without your knowledge. Another important step is to ensure your network drivers are up to date. Outdated drivers can cause connectivity issues and slow down your internet speed. To update your network drivers, go to your device manager, find your network adapter, and check for updates. Keeping your drivers up to date ensures your computer can communicate effectively with your router. Lastly, adjust your computer's power settings. Some power-saving modes can limit your computer's network performance. By setting your computer to a high-performance mode, you can ensure it uses its full potential to maintain a strong and stable Wi-Fi connection. By following these steps, you can fine-tune your computer for optimal Wi-Fi performance. A few simple adjustments can make a big difference in your internet speed and reliability, making your online experience smoother and more enjoyable. Section 9. Expanding your Wi-Fi horizons, extenders, and mesh networks. Got a big house? Sometimes the Wi-Fi signal just can't reach everywhere. That's where Wi-Fi extenders and mesh networks come in. Extenders are like little repeaters. They boost the signal further. Mesh networks are even cooler. They use multiple units to create a seamless Wi-Fi blanket over your entire home. Section 10. Still stuck? Don't give up. Reach out to your ISP. If you've tried everything and your Wi-Fi is still slow, it might be time to call in the big guns, your internet service provider or ISP. They can check if there's a problem with your line or maybe even upgrade your internet plan to something faster. Don't suffer in silence. Section 11. Recap your path to blazing fast Wi-Fi. Congrats! You've learned a ton about fixing slow Wi-Fi. Remember to test your speed, reboot your router, update those drivers, and tweak those settings. With a little patience and these tips, you'll be back to streaming, gaming, and browsing at warp speed in no time.